Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be commanded by the veteran QB, the former Walter Payton Man of the Year in the league, Eli Manning.
When you look at the numbers that Eli Manning posted in 2017, there's plenty of cause for concern. Lowest yards per completion of his career, fewest yards passes since 2008. His numbers continue to drop in terms of touchdowns and rising in terms of interceptions. But he's one of the fiercest competitors in the league, even if you can't tell it by his demeanor. And no, you don't hear about his workout program like Tom Brady and Drew Brees. But this is a guy that burns to win and wants to get back on the top of the heap.
Now a play fake. Manning looking middle, and it's incomplete. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
There we go. Wide.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Then we're going to 53.
A first down throw for Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
There we go. Kill.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
and it's a killer. Watch the
Automatic
football.
first down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10.
Hey, here we go. Wide 8.
Prescott steps away to his left. On the left side, Gallup's got it, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. On third down, it's Prescott. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Then we're going to 53. Then we're going to 54. Wide 8.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
Hey, we go. Wide 8.
Second down, Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The numbers for him from a week ago, 23 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 7-0 is our score. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Bill, set. Blue 88. Blue 88.
Shotgun now for Manning. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a day. That's what I'm talking about. Nice play, baby, nice play.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Tight end's right.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
How fun will it be to watch Barkley and Elliott go at it twice a year? Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Manning. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation
Still
game
second
for
down.
them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Here you go. Here you go. 180.
The give is to Elliott. Gets around him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
180.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Fielded at the 33. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Manning now to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. From midfield, here's Manning. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 23 yards on the play.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. Now out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Roger. Don't let him breathe. Here we go. Wide 80. Play that tight deep. Don't let him.
Prescott to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give to Elliott. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Get out.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
There we go, going to 53.
Off the play fake, Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Go. Get out there. Here we go, 46. Mike 35. 26.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, Prescott stripped. And who's got it? The Giants. He let one slip away last week as well, so that 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise. Because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Tight end left.
Set. Blue 80.
4 down.
Right, set.
Manning will try again on 2nd down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Open man right side is Ingram. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A gain of 6 there on first. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Blitz.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Manning. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the G-men have taken the lead in the 4th. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 10-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. Dances by him. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. To throw is Prescott, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
4 down. Here we go, wide 80. Here we go, 46. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A Dallas 1st down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, here's Manning. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make.
And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. First down now, but that clock rolling.
47.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Oh, kill. 47.
Check that.
He's back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He dumps it off to Barkley. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Blue 80.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Hey, here we go. 180.
Prescott out to his left. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
That's it. We got blue 80. Check my 50. All right, set.
To throw is Manning. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Good stuff. Keep doing that.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hurry up. Here we go. 319. 319.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run